questions for Coach?
It was a general feeling tonight that you guys missed an opportunity.
I think so. The way I feel right now is we did, going in the third with a 1-goal lead at home. Yeah, I think that would be considered missing an opportunity. I'll have to kind of sleep on it and watch the film and that kind of thing to get a more, just a more thought out answer. But my answer right now is yes, we did.
And you've mentioned before, you feel like this team sometimes has a problem getting the flip of switch when they're not playing their best. Do you think they responded a little better tonight after that first period?
I really do. I really do. I think we found a level. I mean, even in the third, the shots were 13-7. Like, it was a poor defending of a rush on our part for the tying goal, no doubt about that. But I thought the third period was pretty good. I thought we pushed hard in the overtime. I would have liked to obviously seen our power play do a job there, but we found a level that we weren't able to find for most of the game, I think, in the third. And in my experience with this group, it's not easy to do. If we don't have it early, then it's tough to find it. But I do think, again, with the exception of a poor defending of a rush in the third period, I thought we played pretty well that period.
Coach, in the same way you say, or we feel kind of the general is that it was an opportunity lost with the game as a whole. Mm-hmm. It kind of struck me that there were opportunities lost, especially offensively. It looked like a lot of not even necessarily just on the power play, but all the way through there were great scoring chances that just were left wanting.
Yeah, I wouldn't think. I wouldn't say this team scores naturally. Like it's easy for us to score. I think we can create. Can we score? There's been a couple of games this year where we've really struggled scoring. I think we'll look back at the chances and the shots and say we should have and could have had more than 2 goals, but the bottom line is we had 2. Whether that's not enough traffic, whether that's selfish shots, we'll have to see, John. I'll have to watch it, but I definitely think we created enough offense to score more than we scored tonight.
And the obvious follow-up is there a level of frustration of that? I mean, is it glass half full that you created, or glass half empty that you didn't take advantage of?
Well, I'm gonna use someone else's words and say I think being frustrated right now is a waste of everybody's time. Let's learn from what happened tonight, and let's try to get better around the other team's net. I mean, it's a hard thing because you can't teach someone to be a goal scorer. You have to work at it, and it usually takes a career. But we're gonna go back to work and look at the chances we created. Look at maybe how we could have attacked those chances a little bit differently, and maybe get a different result next time in terms of goals. But I don't think frustrated is the way to go right now. I think right now is to say we create opportunities. We've got to find a way to score those goals, and we'll use the video and we'll do the coaching and we'll teach it up, and we'll see how we do next time.
And how do you feel about the series overall with both of them being close games?
I thought our guys responded pretty good overall. Hard-fought games. I mean, those guys have had a good now 8 games in their season. That's Fairbanks I'm referring to, and I knew they were going to have a response tonight, and they did. But our team did as well. I think overall it was a pretty typical series in the WCHA. 2 teams trying really hard, and you get 2 close games.
Do you feel like Bednard's starting to play closer to his ability after the rough couple games in the beginning?
I still feel it's a little. It's not in and out like 50-50. But their first goal was a puck he should have covered, and he was lackadaisical on it, and he knows that I've been frustrated with that. Frustrated is the wrong word. I've been on him about that, about being in command and in control, whistle to whistle for sure. But man, there was times he looked pretty good, and. To answer your question, I still think it's a work in progress. I still think that consistency is a work in progress, but I do think a lot of the time tonight he looked pretty good.
And following up on that, you guys are a perfect night or a perfect weekend on the penalty kill. You mentioned before your goalie has to be your best penalty killer.
Yeah, without having watched those 6 opportunities back yet. I do think he made some good saves, but I thought our penalty kill was okay. I think the last few kills seemed to, I remember, that were really strong. The first, there was a couple that were shaky there. We needed him to be good. I would say he was our best penalty killer tonight without having watched it.
Anything else?
Do you have an update on Johnson? Is he okay?
I don't.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't. I have not talked to Dan yet about Max.
How was he injured and where was he injured?
Upper body injury, John. I don't even shoulder or head neck area, I believe. The referee saw it was a shoulder to shoulder hit, but he kind of followed through. Max did onto the boards. So I'll find out. I'll know more tomorrow. I'll know more probably tonight.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks a lot.
you.
Questions for Stephen Baylis?
I know we grabbed you kind of quick coming off the ice, but what's the feeling in the locker room now? Does it feel like a missed opportunity?
Oh yeah, for sure. Anytime you get the win on Friday and you got a chance to sweep on a Saturday, especially in a close game like that, you definitely feel like you let that one slip. So yeah, we're not too pleased with the outcome.
Is that also kind of the feeling of the game? It looked like there were opportunities to, especially at the offensive end.
Yeah, we definitely had our fair share. I think we could have put it away fairly early. Maybe the second period it could have been more than just a 1-goal game. So when you let a team hang around like them, they're a hard-working team. They forecheck hard. They're all over the place. They defend well. So if you let them hang around, things like tonight will happen. They'll find their way back in the game and they'll take one from you.
Is it encouraging though after you have a bit of a slow first period that you guys are able to kind of find your legs in the second and third?
Yeah, coming out flat isn't really ideal, but if you can find a way to get some momentum and get everyone firing, then yeah, it's good to find that midway through the game or midway through a period.
Would you talk a little bit about the power play? I mean, I'm just going to repeat myself. It looked like you had, and by you I mean the group, had lots of beautiful chances and just couldn't finish.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what to say. We got a lot of chances. I think we had like 3 or 4 really good scoring chances where we could have put one in the net. But like I said, they defend well. They block shots like no other. So it's hard to find one to get through 2 or 3 defenders. But yeah, I think our power play wasn't at its best, but we did get our opportunities. But in saying that, you need to put something on the board.
And with the shootout, do you feel like it would have been, first off, it has to feel like being part of the first one in the history of the team, but also, do you feel like the motion would be different if you had won the shootout?
Yeah, for sure. It's tough to see a game when we're working that hard come down to 1 or 2 shots. So, it's new for us too to have the shootout in there. But in those situations, we were just on the wrong side of that shot. So yeah.
Anything else?